what's going on YouTube? It's been a long time, but I'm back. A lot to talk about. Had some issues with the tank a little back in June. Went on vacation. The top off tube fell out of the tank, so I lost a bunch of RO water on the floor, and also my salinity went up, everything spiked, and it bleached out my SPSs. As you can see here, they're still alive, but they are bleached and they're browning, so hopefully I can get them recovered back. They're getting there. Had also a big phosphate issue as well. Phosphates were up almost 0.555 ppm, parts per million, so that's really high, and that was on a HANA checker. So I had some serious issues the last couple months, so I've done some changes to the tank as equipment wise. As you see here, the first thing back here is got a new skimmer I got to hang on the back. The old Bowl Magus I think it's QQ1, hang on the back skimmer, the Nano, and it's doing pretty good. Just installed it earlier in the week. I've already dumped it once, but I like it a lot better than the fluval that drops in the back here. Keeps my water level the same. The other one would pull my water levels all different ways. Then it would overfill. I couldn't keep it set after a while. The water level would fluctuate horribly on it. So this has been a lot better, keeping the water level the same and all that. So doing pretty good so far. Like I said, it's only been on for about 3 days. First it started off with a lot of micro bubbles in display, but after about 24 hours of break-in, as you see back here, there's no bubbles whatsoever coming out of it. So pretty pumped about it, and it's working out fairly well. It's pulling some skimmate, as you see down there. Got the old Innovation spinner return here, keeping the circulation way better, and also upgraded the pump. Back here, that fluval pump was horrible. It started clogging up almost weekly. Can't remember what I put back there. It's an EM, I think. I'll have to look again. If you guys need to know, I can let you know. I can post it in the comments or post it in the description. I think it's an EM 1000 micro. It's like does 265 gallons or something like that. So it's a beast. It's quiet too. No complaints there. Getting a heck of a lot better water flow, as you can see here, coming off into the first basket here, into the filter here. So took out. I'm just running active carbon. Just buying it in bulk now. I'm just throwing active carbon in a bag, in a mesh bag out here. I don't know if you can really tell in there, but running that. Then I threw down those little fluval bio balls or whatever the heck they came with the system. So I just threw them down there for extra. Then I got the old Mini Max media reactor in the second chamber now, instead of having the protein skimmer, and this thing is awesome. Took a minute to dial it in, running GFO in it. I don't know if I can get it down in there so you can see. It's kind of hard to tell, but it took a minute to dial it in to get the right flow setting. You can't have it completely turned off or you don't get any flow, but it's like right at the minimal flow, and it just boils the GFO. It's like perfect. So it took a minute to get that figured out, but so far so good. The bracket did crack, so be careful. I had to super glue it back, but ever since then it's good. But I can't complain about it. It's killed my my phosphates in here. I mean, I'm down. Went from 181 parts per billion down to, I think I'm down 16 parts per billion in about 2.5 weeks. So that's just changing GFO out every like 3 or 4 days. Same with active carbon. I've been changing that out every 3 days. I just buy it in bulk, and it's cheap. It's a lot cheaper than running the Chemi Pure. The Chemi Pure gets expensive real quick, especially when you need to change it out less than every couple weeks. I can't afford it. So, but a lot of changes to the tank for the better. The tank's looking a heck of a lot better. I really thought I was going to lose my hammer, and it's finally opening them back up and spreading out, and my frog spawn is already split. I got 3 heads on it now within like 2 weeks. It really took on the lower PO4 levels. Acans are looking a lot better too, opening all back up. I thought I was going to lose this red one here, and completely open. It's getting back up. Not completely how it was open, but you can see some skeletal structure still there, but it's getting there. Duncan's heads are all open back up. I mean, just everything's happier, so can't complain. But said I had a serious incident with it and recovered somehow. I just hope my SPSs recover. I mean, they're pretty white, but completely open. I mean, all their polyps are open on both of them. I just wish, hopefully they get the color back. I don't know. They've been like that for a couple months, but finally getting a hold of all the parameters in this tank finally. And also I've been dosing Calc. I've noticed that my hardness would drop within like a couple days. So I've been running some Calc in my RODI water. Been doing, I think half of what BRS is saying, bulk resupply said to start out with. So I think the max is two tablespoons or 2 teaspoons. I think it's 2 teaspoons per every gallon. I've been doing half that, so I've been doing a teaspoon for every gallon, and it's keeping my hardness about right around 9.1, 9.2. Calc, or my calcium levels have been floating around 430, 440, 420-ish. It fluctuates a little bit throughout the week, but way above 400. pH staying right at 8.3. I mean, on the T. So I can't complain. I might just keep that Calc quantities as is in my RDO water. I might try to do the vinegar trick to get it dissolve a little bit better, but so far so good. But other than that, we're recovering. Glad to see that my hammer is getting back to normal. I used to completely spread out and lay over, but it's, I mean, like I said, it's getting there. It would barely open for a while now, so they really don't like phosphate levels that well. So, but other than that, like I said, we're recovering. Everything's going good. I'm glad to get a video finally back out. I've just been working on this tank to get it back to where it was. Lost some things. Plate coral's been gone for a while. I lost a hammer that was down here. I lost him because I think just the PO4 levels were so high, I couldn't get control of them. So I finally had to put a media reactor with GFO, and GFO just kills it. I can't say anything better about GFO. Helped out tremendously. Plus the flow helps out with a better pump. I definitely recommend first thing you do with the Fluvol 13.5 is get yourself a way better pump, because the stock one starts out alright, but it just becomes crap after a while. It clogs up. The flow is just stupid on it. You need a lot more flow. And I said my water clarity is unbelievable now with it. As you can see, the clown's dancing around. He thinks he's getting fed. Like I said, coralline algae is finally starting to grow back too. Like I said, I had some growth down here. Some of it's dead. I mean, it completely crashed my tank when I got back from vacation. No RDO, no top off water. Salinity was way up. Everything, it was not a good sight. Everything was closed up. SPSs were bleached. Still alive, but they're bleached bad. I don't know if they'll ever recover with color or not. I'm gonna hang in there, see what they do. Other than that, it's good to be back. Hopefully I can post more content later. But like I said, I'm super impressed with the Bubble Mangus protein skimmer hang on the back. I know it's not the most beautiful thing in your reef tank, but don't have much room back here with the media reactor, and that's a must for right now to get these phosphate levels. I really think it was my phosphate levels were seriously leaching from the live rock I got. I threw it in as is. I didn't do any acid bath or scraping or anything. I just threw it in there. Mistake on my part. I should have learned, but that's what you're always learning. And hopefully hopefully we get a complete recovery here, get the PO4 levels down to, you know, 0.003 to 0.0001, you know, ppm. So other than that, it's good to be back. I'll see you guys later.